So how much disappointment are you willing to tolerate? Hi, I'm Sandra Inman and I'm a Tapping Into Money Magic coach. And if you're new to this channel and you want to step into your power, shine your light and live your purpose and earn good money at the same time, then hit the subscribe button below so that you don't miss anything. In this video, I want to encourage you to keep going through disappointment. So it's about 4 steps that you can take to manage your feelings of disappointment when they come up. Because disappointment is the #1 cause of people giving up their dreams, giving up their goals, giving up their ideas, and giving up their investment in their purpose. People might fail once, twice, 3 times, and then give up. Because we're not taught anything about how to be entrepreneurs in the world at school. At school, we're taught how to be workers. We're taught how to be employees. We're not taught how to be people who don't give up. We're not taught how to be people who are okay with failing, because at school, you're not allowed to fail. It's a bad thing at school to fail. And in the workplace, it's also a bad thing to fail and make mistakes all the time. So we have this obsession with being perfect. We have this obsession with having to get it right the first time. We have this obsession with having to be these superhuman beings who just get everything right, and we don't seem to have any tolerance for failure. And if you are stepping up into your purpose and shining your light in the world, that means that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And out of your comfort zone means that you're probably going against your tribe, which is your family and maybe even your friends. You're doing something that's new, so you've never done it before. You really don't know how it's going to happen or even what steps are involved. And along the way, there is going to be times when you fail. And probably more times that you fail than you will succeed. And as a culture, we don't know how to deal with that. We become disappointed and we give up. Because let's face it, disappointment is a pretty horrible feeling and you don't want to be feeling it all the time. However, if you are in business and if you are reaching to step into your power and shine your light in the world, then start making friends with it. And this is how you do it. So #1, allow the disappointment to happen. Yes, it's a negative feeling. And from a magical law of attraction point of view, I know a lot of people out there don't want to feel negative feelings because they're scared that they're going to be attracting all that negative, icky stuff to them. But that's not really quite how it is. You have to know how you feel first before you know that you are up against resistance. So allow yourself to feel the disappointment, because all the disappointment is telling you is that something isn't working, something isn't where you want it to be. So it's a learning experience. Treat it as a learning experience, because that's what it is. It's just something that's telling you that, okay, it didn't work that time, try something else. #2, expect disappointment along the way. Now that's not attracting disappointment, that's just expecting it's going to be part and parcel of this journey that is new, this journey of creation. It's a part of the process, and the most important thing is not to give up. Even if you've been trying something and you're on your 10th try or your 20th try, keep going, because there's successful people out there who will tell you that they failed many times before they actually achieved what it was that they wanted to achieve. Disappointment, or the failure that causes the disappointment, is a learning experience. You're learning the steps along the way. You're learning what it takes to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. And you're personally unfolding with the process. I hear a lot of people tell me that if this is my life purpose, it should be easy. If it's your life purpose, it probably isn't going to be smooth sailing when it could be, but it's not going to be smooth sailing if you're going against your tribe, if you're going against how you've been brought up, if you're going against negative beliefs and limiting beliefs about yourself and who you are and what you should or shouldn't be doing. It's going to be going against all of those beliefs, which is going to make you do things or not do things that are going to create situations that aren't ideally how you'd like them to be. So just allow yourself to accept the disappointment and just expect that it's just part of the process. It's uncomfortable, but let's learn from it and move on. So number 3, really important. Have a mentor or a coach or a friend who has maybe been down this track before and knows all about it, and they can share their disappointments with you and their failings with you to help you navigate your way through this forest, this uncharted forest that perhaps doesn't even have a clear path for you yet. You're still fighting your way through all of the trees and the bushes and the vines. Have somebody there who can help you through the process. You can't do this alone. It's not something you can do alone, and don't beat yourself up if you do have to speak to somebody frequently about what it is that you're experiencing. Step number 4, be truthful with yourself. If you know that you could do something else, or that you're blocking yourself in some way, that you've got a limiting belief maybe, or 2 or 3, or you could have done something differently, or maybe you didn't follow some advice that you should have followed, or maybe you followed some advice that went against your intuition and your intuition may have actually been correct. Be truthful and honest with yourself. This is a learning process, and it's also a process of you getting to know you. And the more that you experience all of these challenges along your path, the more you'll get to know who you really are and what you really want. And if this is your life purpose that you're working through, then it's going to bring up all those challenges. It's going to challenge you to step into who you really are. And that means that the disappointments and the failures are going to trigger those parts of ourselves that want to be perfect, those parts of ourselves that want to be loved by everybody, the parts of ourselves that don't want to rock the boat, the parts of ourselves that don't want to be seen, the parts of ourselves that believe that you're being arrogant if you stand out there and strut your stuff and shine your light. Be honest with yourself. Personally, I believe that we're here on this planet to experience life and to enjoy life and to experience who and what we really are. And disappointment is going to be part of that. Failure is going to be part of that. Because the truth is, there is no failure. What are you failing at? Seriously, what are you failing at? You've probably heard this before, but Edison, when he was inventing the light bulb, he had a reporter say to him, what did it feel like to fail 1,000 times? Because he failed 1,000 times. And Edison said, well, I didn't fail 1,000 times. There's just 1,000 steps to creating a light bulb or to inventing a light bulb. So maybe there's 1,000 steps to you fully expressing who you really are in the world. Maybe there's 1,000 steps to you really getting out there and being able to shine your light, because along the way there's things that you've had to shift, there's things you've had to release, there's challenges that you've had to move through. It's a bit like the hero's journey, where you start off on a quest and you fight the dragons and you meet with challenges and all sorts of things till you get to whatever it is that you get to, and then it's part of discovering who you really are. Don't let disappointment stop you from doing what it is you really want to do. Just take the steps, be honest with yourself, and get the help that you need when you know that you need it. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button below, share it with your friends, and don't forget to leave your comments below as to your own experiences with disappointment. I'm Sandra Inman from freedomsuccesscoaching.com, and I'll see you in the next video.